Good evening, everyone. Thank you so much for being with us. I'm Merle Purvis. Here's our top story tonight. The woman who claims she is the widow of one of the two men suspected of killing two police officers is crying conspiracy. She can see Russia somehow involved in the suspect's death and a cover-up over how the men actually died. Fox 13's Lauren Lee joins us live from Tampa Bay, Florida with the story. Hey, Lauren, what's going on?
Hey, Merle. Well, we've spent a lot of time on the phone with Donna Ray in the short time we've been here in Florida. She's offered us conspiracy theories on what really happened that day in West Memphis. She's questioned the findings of the police and even called the police on us. This is the house of Donna Ray, the widow of Jerry Kane and stepmother to Joe Kane. The same house where the two accused cop killers spent their last 3 months. When we walked to the door, we were immediately told to get off the property. But shortly after, Ray called my cell phone. I was wondering if it'd be okay. We talked a number of times. Although Ray didn't want to go on camera, she did answer our questions about her husband and stepson on the phone. That is, until she got tired of the questioning, and then she called the police. Hi. Are you here for us?
Yeah, we are.
More on that in a minute. First, what she had to say about what could have possibly led her husband Jerry and son Joe to open fire on West Memphis officers Brandon Powdard and Bill Evans. The following are her exact words. The information that we're getting is there were federal snipers, that Jerry and Joe didn't kill anybody. We have reports from people who have seen video from Russia that shows that Jerry and Joe and the officers were fired upon by federal snipers. So why do you think that federal snipers would be? Were they after Jerry and Joe? She said Jerry was very dangerous because he was helping people to complete their contracts, the agreement they had with their mortgages and deeds of trust, and he's helped people with almost 200. Fox 13 found conspiracy theory websites that are circulating the idea that Jerry and Joe Kane were ordered to be assassinated by officials with President Barack Obama's administration, causing his top spy chief to quit. Meanwhile, neighbors of Ray say they are not surprised. They have been dealing with what they call her bizarre behavior the 8 years she's lived on Madison Street. Carrie Clark even had a run-in with Ray a couple of years ago.
She didn't appreciate me not pulling out into traffic quick enough for her, so she proceeded to use profanity and flip me off and a lot of hand gestures.
Other neighbors reported similar altercations, but many said they would not go on camera because they were afraid of Ray. Those who did speak to us used caution. Did you ever have any problems with them or anything like that?
No, not really.
Neighbors say Ray had several failed businesses in town, including a psychic reader, a body wrap boutique, and a notary.
1 week she's driving a Corvette, the next week she's driving a bicycle with a motor on it.
Neighbors say the house is always unkept and at risk of being condemned by the city. Many neighbors had assumed Joe and Jerry were friends from the Church of Scientology, just there to help clean up the house. They say Ray is or was a Scientologist. But neighbors say they didn't know that Jerry Kane was actually Ray's husband.
The guys in the van, I don't know the situation, but there's the couple guys in the van have only been around a couple months that I've seen them consistently. And they'll come over and clear the yard occasionally when it gets so high that the city gets called.
Federal investigators are said to have been going door to door Monday morning asking questions about Joe and Jerry.
It was the FBI, the Clearwater Police Department, and the Coast Guard. I think they were some sort of Coast Guard investigation unit.
They showed me a picture of each of the suspects, I guess, or the accused in the shootings, and asked me if I recognized either one of them.
We're now set up down the street from Donna Ray's home. After talking to us on the phone a couple of times, she called 911 and told police she was armed. She said we did not have the right to be on the sidewalk in front of her house, although police told her we did have that right. Still, officers recommended that we move for our own safety. We decided to take their advice. Neighbors also went inside after police left the area. They were already on edge after learning two accused cop killers had been living just down the street.
It's not good to hear that, especially with as close as they are and knowing how many kids we have running around. It's definitely not a good thing to hear.
That sign you just saw posted on Donna Ray's door said she would be releasing a press release sometime while we were there. That sign went up while we were there. So far, we haven't seen any sign of that press release. We want to know what you think about Donna Ray's comments. Let us know at myfoxmemphis.com. Reporting live at Fox Tampa Bay, Lauren Lee, Fox 13 News.